We hired Chef Bree and her team for a private dinner of 9. The entire experience was exceptional from start to finish. The menu she curated for us was thoughtful, creative, and executed perfectly. Every course had people stopping mid conversation because the food was that good. Her signature dishes were unreal, the flavors were balanced, bold, and memorable. You can tell she puts real care into her craft. Beyond the food, Chef Brie and her team were genuinely wonderful to have in our home. Professional, warm, and easy to work with. They handled everything seamlessly and made the night feel effortless to us. We couldn't recommend her more. If you're looking for a chef who brings both talent and great energy to your event, she's it. And this is why I do what I do. This makes me feel so warm. This gives me drive to even do it even more because I feel like my team and I create memories. We create experiences. People always remember the first time they had something that was exceptional. And I want to do that for more people. So about last night, I have signed up for Airbnb earlier this summer about the services that they provide. I was a bit apprehensive because it's Airbnb, but why not? It's another way for me to reach my clients and to gain revenue. And I signed up earlier this year and I got this booking from a client named Shelly. She messaged me and she was like, your food looks amazing and it is right up our alley and things of what we're looking for in terms of flavor. So I was like, okay, no problem. We can curate a special menu just for you. We did that. It took in total, it took about 6 weeks of planning to get everything where we wanted it to be. And when we arrived, they were very inviting. They were warm. The house was clean. We had the space we needed to do what we wanted to do. Usually, when I do these types of events, where I do private gigs in home, I have to bring everything. But she had all of her plates. She had her glasses. She had everything that was needed. So we didn't have to bring that, which made it a little bit lighter and easier. But they themselves were very warm and welcoming to my team and I. And that makes the job a little bit easier, right? So the menu consists of, it was 5 courses. Before they had the first course, we served them the first drink, which is my signature hurricane punch. And I was at fault for getting grandma drunk at the birthday party. I think because the drink is so sweet, people don't think that it's strong, but it's strong. It'll have you stumbling. But it was really good, nonetheless. Grandma was cut off for the night. So the first course, which is a mousse bouche, which is basically first bite in French, was our signature chicken and waffles with our habanero syrup. I think that went well. They enjoyed that. It was just a 1-bite thing. So that was pretty cool. And then the second course was my signature lobster mac and cheese, which is 5 cheeses with Caribbean lobster. And then it's baked with a little cheese on top. So I would say my signature lobster mac and cheese is a cross between Caribbean and Southern mac and cheese. So Southern mac and cheese is wet, typically, and Caribbean mac and cheese is really hard and stiff. So I curated a recipe that I'm able to capture both audiences by meeting them in the middle. So it's soft and gooey and cheesy on the inside, but the outside still has that crust where you could still have the texture that you desire, which was a hit. One of the guests from that night, he was like, listen, my wife and I have been to every steakhouse in Toronto, every seafood restaurant in Toronto. We always get lobster mac because it's our thing. And we have never had anything quite like this. That was a compliment. I felt good. That made me feel really good. The third course was a French onion soup, Chef Brisby. I worked in the south of France a few summers ago, and I learned how to make this French onion soup from an old guy in a village. So it took me about 8 hours to do with about 4 different types of onions. They all had to be rendered, and it was very tasty. And then we were on to our 4th course, which is our first entree of the evening, and that was my signature seafood boil, which consists of my signature lemon garlic butter seafood sauce, a little bit of hint of spice in the back end. This sauce is made in small batches and it's very flavorful. We mixed that up and we plated that, and they loved it because no one could test Chef Bree seafood boil. That is what I'm known for. That's what I'm famous for. Then we had an interval in between, a 30-minute interval. Within a 30-minute interval, I served the second drink, It was a soursop passion fruit margarita. So it was very tasty, very sweet, very tropical. It was good. And it was served with Appleton rum, so it was even better. And then we had our fifth course, which is our second entree of the evening, which is our last meal of the evening. And that was a king crab fried rice with, we did a lamb loin. So I did a brown butter, brown sugar glaze on the lamb with a little bit of spice. And then we did truffle enoki mushrooms as garnish on the side. And I think that was pretty tasty. I'm not a rice lover, but that king crab fried rice is to die for. It was really good. I think overall, we were very efficient in terms of getting services out and getting each course out. Every course was out on time. It was hot. The food was flavorful. The food was fresh. And I think we were well received. If I had to give those particular clients a rating, it would definitely be 100 stars out of 10. Like I said, they were warm, they were welcoming, very inviting, and it was just good. It's really good to be when people welcome you to your home to do a job and they're really lax and cool and like allow you to do your job. It allows you to do your job even better. So overall, I think the experience last night was 10 out of 10. Would recommend, will highly do it again. And yeah, that's it.